Are you ready to hear Link's most embarrassing story?
Let's talk about that.
Good morning, Chia Lincoln. It is Wednesday, February 162011. I'm doing your system, which confuses me. I'd rather just say February 16th, 2011.
Well, you can't. You got to use my system.
I don't like that system.
Well, adapt.
No, I'm going to stick with my system.
Well, you used my system, so...
I tried it. I was experimenting with your system. It failed me.
Well, thanks for trying.
It's good for you. Bad for me.
Can't knock it till you try it.
I tried it, and now I'm going to knock it.
Yesterday, Rhett shared his most embarrassing story. Thanks to all of you who commented, commiserated,
yes,
and just generally laughed at his mishap.
Yeah.
Now it's my turn, right?
Well, I mean, everybody has an embarrassing story.
I don't have any embarrassing stories.
So you're saying this one's made up?
No, I actually have a lot of them. It's like you struggled to find yours. I struggled to pick which one.
Yeah, that is definitely true.
That's because I live life to the fullest without thinking about it ahead of time.
Okay, I like your perspective on it. I would say you make a lot of mistakes.
This has got to be probably the top embarrassing story. So, love me when this is over, please. Still accept me.
Thanks for clarifying.
In college, this was probably junior year. It was summertime. I was taking summer classes. You were out and about,
off
in the world. You were not. So, my surrogate Rhett, his name was Matt. I'll tell you his last name. It was Newkirk.
Mm-hmm.
He was my weightlifting partner because we decided to lift weights this summer. Let's lift weights. Let's work out.
Get buff.
Yeah, we're going to work out every single day, about 5 days a week. I'll go ahead and skip to the end of the story. It didn't work out that well. I mean, I didn't bulk up. I didn't gain any muscle mass, man. Yeah. I don't know. I got maybe a little firmer in my abdomen area or something.
You weren't eating right. Nutrition was the key that was lacking.
So, I mean, that's a little embarrassing, but one particular day was very embarrassing. Mm-hmm. Now, I'll tell you what happened. In terms of our approach for weightlifting, one of the main factors was the whole shower situation, okay? And, when you get to, maybe in middle school, definitely in middle school, maybe in high school, like the showers are a weird thing. Maybe you don't even...
no showers at school.
Yeah, you don't even hit the shower. Ah! But, Matt and I had this conversation. It's like, you know what? We're in college. We're adults now. We have to go to class before and after the gym. We should hit the showers, okay?
Well, college represents a transitional time in which you are now independent, so to speak. You're kind of on your own. You're entering into adulthood. You're 18 and over. And so you get into this place where you're like, you know what? If I work out, I can go take a naked shower in a huge communal shower. And it's not prison. It's college.
Right, which, they're very similar depending on your experience in college. But so that's what we decided.
Part of growing up.
You'll
understand one day, people, if you're not there yet.
So we decided that we were going to hit the showers and each pick our own shower.
And that means take a shower for our international fans.
And and we were going to do that in the way you should take a shower, and that's nude. So this embarrassing story does involve nudity.
Okay.
I quickly realized that one of the main things in this whole process was you want to minimize the nudity. You don't just...
Can we just say nakedness?
Nakedness. Professors will walk around in the locker room. These old professors, like 60-year-old guys, just walk around naked all the time. Heck, if there weren't rules, they'd probably work out naked.
Yeah.
When you get to be that old, you just don't care at all.
They just take pride in it.
But when you're a college student...
It's like the first Olympics.
Hey, look at me. Yeah, I'm naked.
Where's my javelin? Because I would like to throw it while naked.
So
where's my shot put?
So I wanted to minimize my nakedness. I only wanted to be naked if I was actually under the water of the shower.
Yeah.
So I had developed this system where basically you would go into the locker room, there were sets of lockers, and then you would go from the lockers to the shower. So you would take off all your clothes, or I would take off all my clothes at the locker, and I would put them in the locker. I would lock the locker. But as soon as, my underwear was off, I had the towel around me, okay?
Yeah.
And then you walk with the towel to the shower, then you drape the towel, you turn the water on, you get it to the right temperature. Then you take the towel off.
I know how it works.
You drape it up there so it stays dry. And then you take your shower.
Got it.
You know, don't take any more time than you need, but make sure you clean everything that needs to be cleansed. Then you take the towel and you dry off with it, and you wrap it around you, and you go back to the lockers. Now, the way the lockers were set up were, it was like a hallway of lockers, okay? And they faced each other, and then there was one bench right there in the middle. So you could sit down on the bench and put your shoes on or whatnot. So I get back to it, and then you do your system in reverse. Now, you know,
You have a lot of systems.
you've got the towel around your waist, you've got the shoes, then the shirt, then the pants, and then the underwear on top. So the first thing you want to put on is your underwear. And then there's this crucial moment there where you have to drop your towel and then grab the underwear.
It's called the moment of nakedness.
The moment of nakedness should always be minimized, and my system allows for that.
There's a T-shirt.
You can buy the system on VHS.
The moment of nakedness should always be minimized
Yeah. So
in certain situations,
here we
like
go.
like a locker room.
So I would, I'd have the towel ready to drop. I'd have my eyes on the underwear, the boxers, the briefs, what have you. Boom, drop the towel. Moment of nakedness is happening. Grabbing the underwear as quickly as possible, whoosh, putting them on, and then whoosh, putting the pants on, and whoosh, I'm out of the woods.
Yep. Fully clothed.
Well, one day didn't go according to plan.
Okay.
I got the towel ready to drop, eyes on the underwear, whoosh, towel drops, bend over. As I'm reaching to grab the underwear, I feel both of my butt cheeks push up against something. And now I know immediately there is no wall behind me. Especially a wall that feels like cold, clammy flesh. And this seemed to all happen in slow motion. So I'm bending over.
Hold on. This is during the moment of nakedness.
Well, yeah, absolutely. The towel has dropped.
Which should be minimized.
Towel has been dropped. The cheeks are being firmly pressed into clammy flesh. And I turn around slowly. It's as if it took hours. I turn around and I realize there is a very large, shirtless man sitting on the bench. Thank goodness he was facing the other direction.
Does he have a javelin?
No. I had planted my butt cheeks into this dude's mushy back. And so as I turn around, I think my butt cheeks were still on his back as I was looking. As I turn around and look, I notice he's turning around looking at me and our eyes lock.
Ooh, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, it was. And I was like, oh. Then what do you do? It's just like, I slowly pulled my butt cheeks off of him. I think it made a sound like one of those. And then, I put on my underwear.
I bet it didn't make that sound.
This is what
I'm just going to go out on a limb and say I bet it didn't make that sound.
And then it's like, then everything went into fast forward. It was like, put my underwear on, put my pants on, grab my shirt, grab my towel, grab everything. And I just grabbed it all and I just ran around the corner to the other side. And then I put on my clothes. And then as I was walking out, I looked down that hallway where he was sitting. And the dude was still sitting there. It was like...
And he winked at you.
No, he didn't. He was like, I guess he was in shock. He was just like frozen there. And and then I went to my chemistry class.
Where's my shot put? I felt a cold, soft shot put, or maybe two shot puts on my back.
Boy, that was embarrassing. Especially when I realized that he was my chemistry professor.
Oh, that's not part ain't true.
It's not. It didn't even have to be. It was worse. It was bad enough. Thank goodness he wasn't facing the other way. That's all I got to say.
And it is good that he was not one of your professors. You never took a class from him. You just saw him on campus, and there was an uncomfortable exchange.
Yeah, it was just kind of like you said yesterday. It's like you see somebody driving a car. It's like, yeah, the same car as you. It's like, yeah, you kind of give them a nod, like, yeah, you pressed your butt cheeks into my back.
So when you gonna be working out again, son?
There was no conversation like that.
Woo! Haven't seen you in the gym lately, son. That's how all professors talk, at our school at least. Let's check in with Chia Lincoln.
He's hanging in there.
But he has not yet died. He lives on, and so does Good Morning Chia Lincoln. It will live on tomorrow morning, Thursday.
The moment of nakedness should always be minimized.